I feel a lot for people who have lost somebody that they love. I mean, clearly, it's a terrible position to be in. And and one of the reasons I feel for them is that I know to a large extent they're on their own. I mean, the love is a personal thing. Their lives a personal thing. And they have to find their way through it somehow. But there's more that's possible. And I think one of the reasons why people who have lost loved ones suffer more than they need to is because we don't know what to do with them or for them. There's such an apprehension around death. We prefer to ignore it. We prefer that it weren't there. And it's almost as though we think if we mention it, we're somehow conjuring it up. And so we just don't say anything. And in my case, it was a very interesting thing that developed. When my partner, Shara, passed away, I started to get messages, most remarkable things. And I'll deal with those in some other videos. But right now, just leave it at that I was getting remarkable messages from Shara, clear things, undeniable. I had witnesses. I have them on video. Like, come on, that's crazy. And I'd look around and I'd realize I'm not hearing anything from anybody else about this. And I felt I couldn't share what I was experiencing because it's kind of weird. I mean, don't you think? That's where I feel we're missing an opportunity. Every time I would share some of what I was experiencing, the person I'm experiencing it, I'm sharing it with, would then share with me an experience that they had with a grandfather or a grandmother or a spouse. So this feeling that I had about being kind of out there in an area that was just mine and that I had to somehow deal with in spite of the probable judgment that's out there about what I'm talking about was wrong. Other people were having similar experiences. So I felt that what needed to be done, what needs to be done, and this is a call out to people who have had experiences of contact, connection, signs, messages after a loved one has passed, to talk about it, to actually share it with people. Because the more people can talk about this sort of a thing, the more it becomes more possible for others to see it, to recognize that these contacts are there, that they are real, and that the loved one who passed away is not actually gone. That's the key. The minute we realize that it's just a change of state, it's not a disappearance or an end, then the whole core of what causes grief and the pain of someone's passing is hardly there anymore. So it's a plea, in a sense, that if you've had experiences like that, I would love you to contact me. I would love to be someone who can gather some of these stories and put them out so that other people who are in grief will know, oh yeah, it's something I can look forward to, and if they're receiving messages, it'll validate them for them. And they'll realize, yeah, it's okay. My loved one is not here at the moment with me, standing by me in the flesh, but she's not far away, and I'm getting messages. The relationship that we had has changed, but it has not ended. In many ways, it can grow deeper, and it continues. So, if you have had experiences like this, please contact me and talk about them with others. When there's an opportunity, don't keep silent. And then those people who find themselves losing a loved one will have another reference. They'll have heard it somewhere in a conversation, and they'll know other things are possible than just flat out, full on grief and loss.